Are you all idiots? I take a small leave of absence and you decide to allow Haywood to get a chance to undercut me again? You allow people from the bWo to be chosen by the foundation? Oh my, I have to come and do everything myself. Oh, it's because you're not sure if I'm going to be representing the bWo in a few months. You know what? Fine. I'll focus. I'll get the job done. But understand, you guys owe me a large amount. And I will not tell you when that is coming. You all owe me, every single one of you council members. You know what? You're right. I will focus on the more important things in front of me. As of right now, I am back. Mac Millie, we have some things we need to discuss, do we not? Let's talk.
I am the very best that does this. The man, the myth, the legend.
Hold long and good night.
He already dead. You can send back the ambulance.
Welcome to the new era of the promo division.
Good God, I run this!
You ain't got no wins in Mikasa.
The face of the bWo.
Next body, please.
bWo. Better than EFED.
Target, set, bang.
So mad about? Yeah, Don, we weren't sure who you were aligning yourself with. That's fair. I mean, the way Hollywood Haywood made it sound, he created you. The way he made it sound, so I mean, whatever. You know what? I'm not surprised that Don Krypton is aligning with the bWo because I know that what Haywood said was absolute bullshit, and Don Krypton is bWo true and true. And that is why he is our reigning defending bWo champion. Yes, that is the man that you heard from the top of the show. And who am I? Well, I am Jay. I am your host for the evening on another weekly episodic edition of bWo Promo Division Live. Now, you could be watching SummerSlam right now, but we all know right now we are on the build to the biggest party of the summer when it comes to the promo verse, and that is the 2025 edition of bWo's Promo Slam. Now, we decided to forego matches this week because, obviously with the in-1 tag tournament being postponed the way that it had to be, we just wanted to get our ducks in a row. Why do we have to get our ducks in a row? Well, if you've been watching everything going on in the Promoverse, you will have noticed that one Hollywood Haywood Foundation and Beast Mode Bones, bWo, we've been going back and forth, and it seems that we have a war at our gates. We wanted to take this week to do a little bit of housekeeping and just to see where everybody's allegiances truly lied, to see where your guys' heads were at. And so on Wednesday, when I did an edition of Promo Talk, I asked you all, everybody, send me a little bit of bWo pride. Let me know where your allegiances were, and holy shit, I have never been more disappointed in you guys. Wow. You can't tell from the smile, but I am hurting on the inside to see how little the majority of you guys seem to give a fuck. But that is neither here nor there. Even though I felt that it was definitely a wise idea just to forego the show this week, the people that still did put their time and effort into submitting something, we will play those. We will hear from your number one contender. We will hear, or your number one contender for the bWo Championship, let me say. you will hear from the #1 contender for the Pure Shooter Championship. You will hear from the Pure Shooter Champion himself and the TYS Champion himself. And from a few other people who actually seem to have some level of pride in this thing that we do. Sorry if I sound a little bit salty. It's because I fucking am. But that's enough from me. I'm gonna enjoy a beer, take a little bit of a break, and watch a little bit of SummerSlam. And we are gonna hear from some of the bWo's finest. And starting off with the man who definitely has the biggest bWo flag carrying and waving around from his back. That would be the Beast Mode Bones. And we're gonna hear from a few other people. Surprises afoot. Take it away, fellas. Niggas, I swear.
bWo, my name is Beast Mode Bones. Your GOAT, the greatest of all time. The man who's been here for 5 years putting in work. The man who's seen them all come and go. I've seen the Hollywood Haywoods come here, not succeed, and go to create their own place so they can be great. There's a war upon us. Winner take all. That means if we lose this, Foundation is ran by bWo is ran by Foundation if we lose this. Do you understand the ramifications of that? Are any of you participating in Foundation? You gotta put your posts on the wall where nobody can see them. You gotta deal with the judging being shitty. Everybody knows the judging is terrible. Blowouts aren't blowout. Everything is within 1 point all the time. There is no category that tells you who has the best promo over there. Is that what you want to subject yourself to? I am charging you to stand. Stand with me. Stand with us, the bWo. You didn't even know what promos were until you seen the bWo. That applies to 90% of you. Then there are the guys we took in to harbor them, made them better, made them great, give them talent, coach them. Be grateful. And how else do you show your gratitude? Stand with us. A war is upon us. And we will not lose. And I will remember who didn't stand with us when the dust clears. bWo, this is our chance to show the world why we say bWo better than eFed.
What a lot of people don't realize is that the bWo has seen me at my highest. They see me on top of the world, at least in this game, and all the games, promos, predictions, and they see me at my lowest. I mean, after Faison passed, I did not want to see a promo. I didn't want to do a promo. It didn't feel the same. And it became worse because it felt like all these people who didn't know him like I knew him. And to a certain extent, I want to make sure I explain that we knew him. We're all like, oh, he was my guy. Oh, he was one of the best. And they saw him as a promo artist. And I saw him as a friend, a brother. And it bothered me to watch so many people use his name and his memory as a publicity stunt. And bWo gave us an opportunity to grieve, gave us an opportunity to speak out on our feelings. Because the last thing that anybody wanted to see was a bunch of unrelated things. We had just lost our friend. And that's why, honestly, I love the bWo. Because a lot of those folks, they didn't care about what was left. And the bWo did. I was ready to give this all up, never do it again. And these are the guys that reached out. So I love the bWo. I love you guys. You guys are my friends. You guys became my family in this promo game. It is phenomenal to talk to you guys about the best of things, the worst of things, the silliest of things, the smartest of things. That is what we do. That is what the bWo stands for.
bWo, it is so good golly great to be on your screens here tonight. Your savior, your hero, Hollywood Haywood. And unless you've been living under a rock, you all know that the bWo and the Foundation WGP, well, we're not exactly seeing eye to eye these days. And pretty soon, I will own this place. I want you to let it sink in. But before agreements were made, before contracts were signed, I said that I had some demands. And so I'm here tonight, not to do what you guys think I'm going to do. I'm not going to spoil any more matches for you tonight, even though I could, which you guys should really look into that because it makes you wonder who your mole is. But I'm not going to spoil the matches. I'm here for one reason and one reason only tonight. When I was looking over the books of the bWo, because as we know, pretty soon it will be mine, I couldn't help but notice that you had a champion named Trey J. Styles, a man who I am oh so familiar with, a man who I have a little bit of history with, and a man who holds a championship that is supposed to represent one of the very best Foundation World Champions that have ever done it. One of the best promo stars to have ever done it. And that is the young gun Stephen Faison, and it makes me sick to see somebody like Trey J. Styles with that Pure Shooter Championship. So I'm not here to challenge you, Trey J. I'm not here to ask the council for a championship shot. I'm here to tell you that at Promo Slam, Hollywood Haywood is walking out with the Pure Shooter Championship. And if you guys aren't careful, he's gonna do a whole lot more than that. I'll see you at Promo Slam, bWo. Until then, be good to each other.
And well, you just heard from Beast Mode Bones and your Pure Shooter champion Trey J. Styles, and the man who will be facing him, Hollywood Haywood. And you know, that will be for the Pure Shooter Championship. I definitely hope that Trey J. Styles stomps a mud hole in his ass, but you know, we'll just have to wait till Promo Slam to see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it. But speaking of Promo Slam and speaking of your Pure Shooter Championship, there has been a man that has been really impressing since he came to the bWo, and that would be the Scottish Warrior. Now, I love when niggas crash out. You guys already know I live for that ignorant shit. And Scottish Warrior's been crashing out since he got here. You know, I fucking like it. And we are gonna pair him up against one of the original OG crash outs. OG's been here for a few years. But a man who just crashes out, and he's always ready for that action. Whenever we call on him, whenever we tap him on the shoulder and tell him to go, he fucking goes. And you know what? We haven't seen him for a little bit. He needed a break. He was kind of starting to fall off. But you know, we decided to bring their feud from out in the Promoverse to here. Yes, it is a battle at the international level, as the Scottish Warrior will be facing off against Buckshot in a #1 contendership match for the Pure Shooter Championship. The winner of that match will face whoever walks out of Promo Slam with the Pure Shooter Championship. They will be facing them at a future later date. So looking forward to that. Now, we have a few more people to hear from. There are some guys that really take to the Promoverse like birds to the sky. And that would definitely be the members of Smart Psychology and Lifeless. Now, we have not heard too much from Lifeless ever since the N1 tourney was broken down, and we really haven't heard very much, very uncharacteristically, from Smart Psychology. So we're going to give them both an opportunity to say what they have to say, and we will also be hearing from our new BXT champion, Grayson Lee, who won that title at BXT Bars and Stripes. Take it away, fellas.
You see, unless you've been living under a rock in this promo verse, then you already know who I am. But just in case you don't allow me to reintroduce myself, I be your 2025 bWo King of the Mic, one half of the tag team champions, and the #1 contender to the bWo championship, King Mac Miller. And there's a war brewing in the promo verse in between the bWo and the Foundation, and everybody's picking sides. The big question is, which side will Smart Psychology choose? It's home or it's vacation home? Things look to be going good over in the Foundation. Lit Fuse has been tearing it up in both places as planned. I never really had any plans for myself to do the same damn thing, but seems like I gotta spread a little bit of this wealth. Now see, I had my eyes on the promo verse for quite some time. And if motherfuckers wanna question my loyalty, all I gotta say is, look at where I've been. Look at what I've done. It's all for a reason. There's a prophecy at hand. I am the prophecy, man. Speaking of which, next time you see me, it might not be for a match. But when that match does come, boy, your time is up.
Bang, 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 bang.
You interrupted what I had going on with Bobby Miller. And you gonna pay for that shit. I promise you. You better get the fuck up from out that chair and do the best that you possibly can do. Cause the only way you make it out of Promo Slam with that championship is if you tie me. And even then, you'd only be another Bobby.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
And for the tag team that seems to be oh so lucky to face me and Lit Fuse, damn it, I feel bad for you. bWo champion, check. Tag team titles, check. Picking a side? If I haven't proved it already yet. Color of my skin should tell the story.
The following announcement has been paid for by Smart Psychology.
I'm here so I won't get fined.
It seems that there are a lot of people who are surprised by the fact that I'm Pure Shooter Champion, and a lot of people who don't want to respect it. But the unfortunate fact for a lot of people is I've been taking out the bWo's garbage for quite some time. I have put more people out of a job here than just about anyone. People need to respect that. And the sad part about it is, it's some of your favorites. Some of your most consistent people up until I got here, up until they had to face me, it was really about something. But I get rid of them too. Doesn't matter what you want to be, what you think you are, or whatever you've copied. Your Pure Shooter Champion knows something that you don't. Bullets don't see names, and bullets don't see faces, and bullets sure as hell don't hear titles.
Alpha AJ Davis. Is that what you want? What an honor to finally meet you. I've heard a lot about you. Like your titles, your BXT championship, your Talk Your Shit championship, your Pure Shooter championship. All great, and many, many, many other things you've done throughout the Promoverse. But I don't give a shit about none of that. Your legacy, over. Your title reigns, ass. You're gonna have a slow, painful death in the spotlight. I erase legacies like they cease to exist. At Promo Slam, you're not walking into a title match. You're walking into your fucking funeral. Because I'm Grayson Lee, and I'm everywhere but nowhere. As your undisputed, psychotic, unhinged, unbreakable BXT champion. And at Promo Slam, you won't be alpha no more. You'll be gone. BXT champion.
You know, as I sat here, alone with my thoughts, and that's never a good thing. The vagabond alone with his thoughts, not a good thing, ever. I was originally just going to let this slide. I was going to let this go. Because there's two companies beefing with each other. Oh, that's sure, fun, dandy. However, what I have a problem with is when somebody from the other company decides to spoil our show, spoil whatever we got going on over here in the BW motherfucking O, out of pettiness and spite, when literally no one has done this to him. That's when I have a problem with it. It was Vane and I at N1 tournament because I was looking forward to facing off against EOR, Mr. Wallace, and Mad King. And I sit there and just watch these words thrown from Haywood about the bWo, disparaging it, disrespecting it, saying horrible things about this place. Yet, if it wasn't for the bW motherfucking O, there would be no foundation. If it wasn't for the bW motherfucking O, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for the bW motherfucking O, there wouldn't be all these people venturing out to other feds and taking over and dominating and holding those belts with an iron fist and ruling over the division. Nah, that ain't okay with me. That don't sit right with me. Foundation, foundation, foundation. Y'all done fucked up. And you best believe I'm letting all this anger, all this hatred fuel me. And since you want to start this war, we gonna be the ones to end it, motherfucker.
I was not expecting that. Jeez. It would appear that King McMillie, your #1 contender for the bWo Championship, and Lit Fuse, your current TYS champion, and the two of them collectively making the bWo Tag Team Champions, have jumped ship and plan to represent Foundation in the upcoming war. So, y'all haven't always gotten what you wanted or what you feel you've earned, and hell, quite frankly, what you've deserved in some situations. But you know, we've always at least done our best to provide the platform to keep you guys competitive and give you just a fighting shot. We've always remained loyal to you and everybody in that locker room, and maybe loyalty just means something different, but that is a hard reality check to take, that when we face off against Foundation and WGP, we will not be doing it with our beloved Smarks. We also heard from Lifeless, who has decided to remain loyal, and we also heard from the Vagabond. Y'all, that's it for this week. I said we weren't going to do any matches, and I was fully expecting us to have a full star-studded show with everybody in the locker room that was just ready to represent, and y'all just decided not to. And I'm not gonna force it, I'm not gonna push it, you know, but I do hope when the time comes that we have more fighting experience. You know, guys, it's more than just recording your promos, watching your match, and saying fuck it. You know, the bWo started from nothing, and Foundation and WGP, good shows, but this is a great one. Good competitors, but we have great competitors. We have legends. We have all-timers. Everybody over there that's a legend or in their Hall of Fame could barely hold a candle to people who are participating in the bWo today. Now, if you want us to turn into them, which will happen if they beat us, fine. Sit back, do nothing. Just submit your promos when you have matches due. But if you want to join the battle, if you want to be on bWo's side, you heard what Beast Mode Bones said at the top of the show. Get up, step up, fight, do something. Now, I'd like to say that I'm going to see you guys next week, but I won't. We will be scaling back the production of Promo Division Live. We will now be putting on a show bi-weekly moving forward. So you'll see an episode of bWo or BXT, have a break, and then you will see your premium promo event that month. The next one will be Promo Slam. In the meantime, a couple other sweeping changes will be taking over the bWo, and we will present them as necessary. But for the time being, guys, I have been your host, and I will not be seeing you this week for promo talk. We will have something put out from your GM regarding that moving forward, and I will see you guys next time.
Crazy.